Why don't we get the original timeline when Barry creates Flashpoint? If his parents were originally alive, wouldn't saving his mom just revert everything back to normal? Not exactly, because by that point, normal didn't even exist anymore. Let me explain. In the original timeline, there was no fixed point of Nora Allen's death. She lived. Barry grew up with both parents alive. And that's how we even got the original Flash in the first place. But the moment Thawne went back in time and killed Nora Allen, he didn't just kill Barry's mother, he rewrote reality. He turned that event into a fixed point in time. When that happened, the original Barry Allen was erased from existence. The man we know as the Flash is the one born from trauma, a new version created by Thawne's interference. The moment Nora died, the timeline reshaped itself around that pain. So when Barry later goes back and saves his mom, he's not restoring anything. He's changing a fixed point that wasn't meant to move, and that's why Flashpoint doesn't bring back the original timeline. It's the consequence of tampering with a timeline that's already been artificially rewritten. Think about it like this. The original timeline wasn't broken because Nora's death wasn't part of it. Thawne's interference is what broke it. So when Barry tries to fix it, he's not repairing something that was natural. He's editing something Thawne already corrupted. And if you've watched DC's Legends of Tomorrow, you know what that means. They call this kind of disturbance an anachronism, something that exists outside its proper time. That's what Reverse Flash became. He wasn't supposed to be in the past anymore, yet Barry trapped him there, turning Thawne himself into a paradox that couldn't return to his original future. So Barry's Flashpoint world isn't the original timeline. It's the result of breaking a fixed point that should have never existed to begin with. And here's where it gets tragic. Our Barry thought saving his mom would bring peace, but it only proved how fragile his existence really was. Because his entire identity, the man we know as the Flash, is built on a lie Thawne wrote into the timeline. He's the echo of a broken history. Jay Garrick even warned him, once you break time, there's nothing you can do to revert it back to what it was. And that's exactly what happens. Even if Thawne wasn't trapped in the past, the moment Nora's death became a fixed point, the original timeline was gone. This is where people get it wrong. They assume Nora's death is canon across every version of Barry. It's not. If original Flash's mom had already died the same way, Thawne's entire plan would have been pointless. Why travel back to do something that's already been done? Exactly. It doesn't make sense. That's how we know the original Nora Allen lived, because original Flash still existed, speeding across Central City until Thawne struck. When Thawne killed Nora, he didn't just remove a woman from the timeline, he removed an entire version of the Flash, one who never needed tragedy to become great. And the Barry we follow now is the one who rose from that destruction. So when Barry saves Nora in Flashpoint, he's not restoring what was lost. He's defying a timeline that no longer remembers what normal looks like. Flashpoint wasn't the original timeline, it was the broken reflection of one. A world built from the ashes of a paradox, trapped between what should have been and what Thawne forced it to become. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next one, Flash fans.